Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we left off last episode with Savage Fly ready for a race, 7 furlongs at Francesco on the dirt. Nothing much has changed on this account over the last couple of weeks. We're down to only 2 horses, which isn't too bad, so just going to get them in a couple of races and just try and get some wins and hopefully get to the sales. That's the big aim, get some 2-year-olds. I've had a look at the store before I started this sort of episode and didn't really see any horses that were really taking my fancy. Like, my stats aren't that high at the moment either, which doesn't help. So hopefully I can get some wind going in the next couple of months in the game. Just see if I can pull some better horses. Like, there's an S-ranked horse who's a really good dirt horse. The position in the game I'm in, and I wouldn't mind picking it up. So we'll just see how it goes. Don't know if you don't try, sort of thing. So we're just going to come out of the gate here, slide into a posse and just see where we go. Probably too good of a start, that's alright. Just going to go hold straight away. I'd also like to say thank you to Horse Racing Gamer and welcome all the new subscribers in the last couple of weeks. His support's been amazing, and everyone else that has subscribed of late, I hope you're enjoying the content. And I hope you'll continue to come in, pop by, watch some videos every now and again. Don't be afraid to drop down a comment what you want to see from this series. Like, if you want longer episodes, shorter episodes, just let me know, and I'll sort of try and support the consensus of everybody. Like, if everyone says, oh, let's do our episodes, I'm happy to do so, because I normally record 2 or 3 episodes, and it just makes it easier for me too, because I don't have to sit down, record an episode, pause it, upload it, and then record another one. So yeah, just let me know. So far here we haven't really done too well. We're same position, probably had too good of a start, unfortunately. Just going to try and tap him up and get him going. Right, here we go. We're not completely overranked here. So we'll hit the front here, we're pulling away down the straight. Nothing to really chasing. We're in a good position. Got a lot of stamina to burn, nothing to really pushing. We've got about 100 meters to run now. No, this is a win. Good start to the episode. Bang. We're meant to come top 3, end up winning, it's always good. And we'll jump into the next one. Like, I don't mind riding our own horse at the moment. They're set up pretty well, which I'm really happy about, which is good. What about... Oh, the 10th favourite. God, the favourite didn't run well. Oh. Yeah, the start was a bit too good. By too good I mean it was a perfect start on the little bar thingy, but for the horse's preferences, it's more about where it wants to run, sort of thing. Like, I guess the way to explain it is, say for example your horse wants to be at the back of the pack, you need to have a start that's going to get them into that position as quickly as possible. So you can have a late start, as long as it's not terrible, you can literally like miss the jump by probably 3 or 4 centimeters and it will still count, which is good because that's how the race should be. So we're here on Blitzen. It looks like we've got a somewhat hard field. Let's have a look at... We got a good Devil. I think we've been racing on him for Nawaza. Yeah, we have been, so we're going to just negotiate for it and see if we can get a win. Main jockey if I can win this, okay. I can respect that. Right, cool. So we have 2 races here. Let's see where... He's already blue. Might enter him straight into another race, just because he's already ready to race. I don't know if he's ready for Group 1. Where are we at? We're here, right. He's definitely a dirt horse, isn't he? So... Not really saying anything. Maybe he's Palm Beach, but even then... We'll do that one. Just to sort of keep him happy. Okay, let's get into this race. Hopefully we're on some decent odds. Radio. Meant to run top 5 here, I'm guessing, with Blitzen. The old boy. Their favourites. Damn. Damn. Damn indeed. Radio. So this sort of start would be better for the sort of, not full on back of the field, but like the closers, not the trailers, you know? So we can sort of just sit here and straight away, and then the horse gets its positioning earlier. I think that's something to do with the how the game works, but it's alright. So we're just going to tuck inside here. There isn't all rough by the look of it, so just sit in the pack and hopefully can get home. I'm going to try and find the favourite. I just like to know where they're at. And so Grace Guy's up in front, so we're going to have our work cut out for us to try and chase this favourite down, which isn't anything out of the normal. Yeah, so also I've got a couple of files coming up on the other, I guess the other series now. I haven't really started it yet, but I've got some files coming through on that one, which is good to see, so I might have to update them. I've just bought some 2-year-olds at the sales as well, my own 2-year-olds. They're all fast growth by the look of it, so I'm not quite too sure how to feel about it currently. But I'll try them out, see how they are. If they're not any good, I still probably will keep the lines going, because like the early lines aren't the ones that are important. It's the ones when you start mixing in the better horses and then getting perfect matches and then going from there. But I've still got Spinning Post, my favourite mare in that game, racing at the moment. So we just got the big hard ability. We've got a little bit of a spurt here. The favourite's kicked away though, unfortunately, so it's not going to be a win, I don't think. But we are still fighting on. We're probably going to try and get second here. If we can, that would be great. He's digging in though. Come on. Four's going to hang on, I think. It's going to be close. I think the fourth held on. We got third, which isn't a bad run. We did come from near last and probably running a little bit out of position now. Probably should have been up in the field a bit more. Yep. So that's not too bad. Good performance there from Turf Rat, you know. Next we've got Good Devil in the February Stakes. So we're meant to come top 10 here, so we have Good Devil, Lemon Season, Smart Script, Fusion Power, Even Price, Shady Singer, Safety Link, the favourite, Garden Saloon, Silent Palm, Captain Beat, Arrogant Gabrielle, Most Swallow, Red Angel, Celtic Spree. We're just going to get into it. We know the field, we know what we're going to do here. So let's try and just do our best.
The horses are on the track.
To the new people, I also offered, I believe it was on my 7th or 8th episode on this series. In the future, obviously not right now because I don't have the foals available, but when this season gets more progressive and we start getting more and more horses into our breeding barn, I'd really like to start naming foals for people. I've got 3 names down so far, which will probably be the first couple of foals that are out at the moment, especially on this series. So I'll just name them so that way you feel like you have more of an attachment to the series. You have your own sort of horse. And like, if you watch an episode and you can see there's a race coming up that you want it to be in, just a comment down, be like, can we please put my horse in this race? And we'll see how we go. Like, and then you sort of have the owner's perspective of the horse racing world, where it's like, oh my god, you rode my horse terrible. How could you? Like, it'd be interesting, you know. So far, so good here with Good Devil, right? later on in the series, when I get to a point where I have really good my horses, like bred horses, I'm going to name one Callie King or King Callie. I haven't decided which one. Probably King Callie. Just after Horse Racing Gamer. No revolution here, but we're still fighting. Favourite's not really pushing the sixes though. This horse does have a lot of heart. I don't know if he can hold on in this field though. This horse is pushing. Come on, get up. And they're just going to flop now. Unfortunate. We're not going to get a win here. Favourite's pushing through and has one on the line. We're going to get 6th, 7th? 6th. Nope, 7th, unfortunate. Oh well, we were meant to run top 10, we did so. And we are now the main jockey. So we are at the end of 2-4, so any foals that we should have come through should load in, I believe. We didn't have any foals, interesting. So as you can see here, he's past his peak a long while. And I do need a better stud. Like, he's not going to be any better, but we're just going to have a look through. Sly Fly, lovely. We love this horse. If we get the win, he'll become a main jockey for us, or main horse for us. Stern Mood, let's see what Cook would like us to do. Top 3, we'll do it. Just try and get this leveling up. Rightio, this race here, we have Stern Chief at a target request. She's been racing well. We have Hoof Prince, who we rode last time and got a win with. Okay, we'll jump back on Hoof Prince then. Awesome, also a top 3 finish is required. So, good week here at the start of the month. I'm just going to jump through and have a look at the stables and just see if any of my horses are ready. Because I can't remember if I have a 2-year-old foal yet or not. No, okay, so it must be next year would be our first in-season foal. So what we'll do is we'll check the pasture, just to have a look. Because I'm not really too sure how far off on this one is, because we're only into our 2nd year. Oh, okay. So we have no foal. So this will actually be our first season of breeding. Okay, that helps us a little bit. So we've got Triffin and Cool Style, which both mares aren't too bad in my opinion. And both of them are going to Atomic Mark. I'm going to see if Good Devil's a better match because of that heart rating. Hope we get a good little foal. And what do they say with Atomic Mark? I hope we get a good little foal. Just based on that, I want to try and pass off the heart rating, especially with Triffin. Because I believe Triffin is my favourite. So I want to have a good line out of her. And Cool Style... I think we have to go Atomic Mark just for the fact that he was one of our first horses, so we'll have one from each. Let's just make sure it's not a good match or anything to begin with, because if it's like a perfect match, I'll definitely swap them. Okay, no. So we'll start off this year, we'll do these 2 together, and then we'll flip them next year, just so we have 2 different lines. So these will be our first 2 foals. So if I'm not mistaken, I have the information ready. Where was I looking? Just 1 second. Here we go. So, we'll jump in and out of talk as it's loading. So for Zach George, he'd like a filly named Irish Queen or a colt named Irish Rogue. So, what I'll do is, I'll pick one of the horses and I'll name it Irish Rogue or Irish Queen, depending on if it is. And then the other one who's reserved for the first crop is Abigail Clayton, and she will have a foal called Sunny Beach, which will probably be better for the Good Devil line. Too good of a start there, unfortunately, but for the Sunny Beach line, because he's a dirt horse. So Sunny Beach, sort of, you're running on sand, but it's dirt, you know. But that's where my head's at with it. They're not going to be super horses, but I'd like to try and get some wins on them. Just to start off the lines, you know, and then you can say later on down the track when these horses are winning Group 1s after Group 1s, you'd be like, my horse started all the lines. And, well, that's how I look at when I've been breeding. I look at these horses like they're my own, and I try and put them in the best races possible and create the best bloodlines. Like, you're not always going to be able to do it, unfortunately, but you prosper, you fight on, and you get the best lines. So Mad Pirates, the favourites up front, running a little bit out of position in my opinion, but game shouldn't hinder him too much. We're just going to swing outside a little bit. I don't like being right on someone. I don't know if we'll get a revolution. It would be lovely. I would actually appreciate that very much. Swinging in. Got about 600 to run. Don't you dare. Thank you. I'm going to get him going. Here we go. Let's see if he's in for the fight. He's catching these lead horses. 7's out in front though, which is going to be hard to chase down. He's kicking. He's kicking. I think we just got there. Oh. I think that other horse tied just on the line. He did. What a win from basically the tail end of the field. Wow. I love this horse, man. Ended up winning by half a length. Wow. The favourite just disappeared. Holy, I didn't see that. Ended up coming second last? Third last. Wow. Course lost because we went a little bit too wide, but we had to get around that horse in front of us. Start, dash, and best speed. So just to start in the positioning was a bit off there, unfortunately. But that's okay. We still won the race. We got through. So 1 out of 3 down. Holy, this is going to be a hard race. Stern Mood, the third favourite, but the $1.50 pop is Lost Saint. Holy mungo. So we'll be happy with second here, guys. So here we go. Ooh, could have been a better start. Oh no, gave to us as a perfect, so we can still get a revolution here if we hold a good position. We can just sit here. I honestly think this will put us in the best contention one. We're not going to try and block him, we're just trying to get inside, sit a little bit off this rough patch as you can see. The easiest way to determine if there's a rough for the people that are new to the game, if you look on my inside of where my horse's tail is, you can see that like lighter patch of grass. So that depends, like some races it's darker and some it's lighter. There's not much of a rough here at all, so it shouldn't really affect anyone. But it's normally during the time of the year where the tracks are a lot wetter, and what the rough is easily explained is more, it's sloppy, so it's harder for the horses to grip. We've got a revolution here, so we're going to put in a good fight to this $1.50 favourite. We've jumped away, but we're just waiting for him to fly home. Here he comes now. It's just going to be a battle of speed. If we can get out in front and just get home. Come on, get home, Mood. Got 100 to run and he's catching. No way. What a win. I'm speechless. What a win here from Stern Mood. The revolution definitely helped there, but holy cow, how the hell did we just win that? I am shocked. Honestly, I am in shock. Wow. Wow, okay. Jumping on board here with Hoof Prince. Good heart on this horse as well. Favourite is the other horse we got a target requested, which is Stirred Chief. 4-year-old filly. But we got our work cut out for us here. hopefully we can put in another good round and go for 3 in the month, or the week actually.
The horses are in
Just
the gate.
have a good race. Just off on the start here.
And they're off. That was a beautiful
Just going to try and jump out in the same position we did last race. A little bit slow on the braking with this horse by the look of it. We weren't able to get him going to his top speed straight away, but that's okay. No, we're not in a bad position. Probably, if I had it my way, I would have like kind of come out the gate just a little bit better. But so far, so good here. Holding good positioning. That horse on the outside hopefully doesn't try and swing across us. I don't know what my favourite like race positioning is. It depends on the bloodlines, I guess. Like I do like front runners once you get your leveling up because it becomes a lot easier, and they have a lot of good abilities that even if you don't have a perfect start with them and you can get them to the front, that they can still get a revolution. Like that's why my favourite horse in the game is Spinning Post for breeding, is because her abilities, she doesn't have gate rocket or anything like that, but she has front runner and then she has last corner leader. And for a front runner to have last corner leader, as long as you're in first place and you don't activate your whip before then, she can still get a revolution, and it's a bit busted in my opinion. But here comes the stretch here with fighting on. This horse does have heart. The speed rating is a bit lacking. He's going to dig in for the fight though. These horses are pulling away. The 12 favourite can't get out. The 5th favourite is digging in deep here. We're only meant to come top 3 here. On goal here. Can we jump and get second? Wow, the 11 flew through. I'm not quite sure where we even went. How we were in 3rd. That 11 flew through very late. Yeah, the 2nd favourite, so that's understandable. So 2 in a row and 3 targets in a row. It's always good. We're going to hit level 30, which is always good to see. Sweet. Here we go. You continue to produce exactly the required results, so I'm going to let you start running a better class of horse. Okay, my pardon. I am recently transferred to this area, and well, you see, I hope that we can get along together. Incredible, amazing. You continue to show me as close to perfection as I've ever seen. One more, just show me one more ride like that. Then my riding fury will be complete. Interesting. So we have Sly Fly, which is an amazing pickup. Let's just see what we can run him in next. Young Milk Up. Giving a little bit of a break. Prepare him for that race coming up. And of course, unfortunately, what are your ratings? Even like a horse this bad, no offense to anyone that likes Mad Thunder. So Bird, end up winning our last start, and have another go. Main jockey opportunity here. Okay, let's just have a look at who we can race on. No, we're just going to race on this one. Do one race this week. And just see how we go, you know. We'll do us and see how we go. $1.40 favourite here with Sleepy Ruin, the 3-year-old filly. She is also fast growth, but her peak doesn't start until 3 years old. So yeah.
The horses are in the gate.
I might do this episode as an 1 hour episode just to see how you guys feel about it. I'm not sure if I can upload an hour. I've been doing half an hour, so I'm not sure if YouTube will allow it. I can try it, by all means. Like, If it doesn't, I'll just cut up to 2 segments and we'll have a part A and a part B to episode 11. And we'll just go from there. Otherwise, I can just cut it up and make a separate episode because not really that much has changed, you know. So the favourite's running completely out of position, and I mean completely, like it's meant to be in last, and it was in second. So we're just going to grab hold and just sit in front of it and turn it into a staying race. Also, we'll see. There we go. He's not happy. Or she's not happy, sorry. Also, Laurie, leave down in the comment section below any good breeding pairs and whatnot that you have experienced. I know you really like Laughing Hawk. I haven't really given him a proper try, to be honest, because I tend to stick to horses like Tender Values, Heart for Delight, Spinning Post, Ray Babe, X Factor. What else have I used over my time? Wild Vegas, Desert Diver, those sort of lines. So if you've got any other lines you'd like to share with me, are we gonna get this man? Yeah, just. Ooh, that was close. That's 6 stuck on. Like, still end up running third, but like I'm so confused as to how. Like, if we were to do that, we would tail out and be betting 40 meters. You know, went wild, out of position, bad start. But anyway, we got the win. We have another main jockey opportunity from Cook. And we all know how Callie feels about Cook. That's alright. I don't really like her personally either. But I care about what horses are up for grabs more than anything. I've got opportunity on Rough Carrel. Raced her last week, didn't really go too good. Let's just see what the odds are. Let's Cook again. Bugger it, it's another horse. We've literally gained 2 horses already. So she's going to the Cherry Cup. We'll just chuck her in there just for a run. So you're going there, Blitzen. What can you run again? 16. Chuck you in the King Cup's ring. And Savage Flyer, you're already booked. So all of my horses are booked. We have a race here. And we'll go from there. So top, wait, wooden place and we're meant to run 4. Right. Okay, Cook, okay. I'm starting to get that vibe of why people don't like it. But anyway, that's a good start. Grab hold straight away just to drop her out the back, or drop him out the back I should say. Tucked inside here, which is good. So far, so good on this episode. We've had some good results, like, can't really complain. Like, Sly Fly was a good pickup, Rough Bird was a good 2-year-old, 3-year-old filly, but she sort of just keeps going downhill from here on out, so we'll see how she goes in the Cherry Cup. But yeah, hopefully by the end of this year we could go to the sales and buy some good horses and get levelling up further, because your evaluation points, the bigger the race, the more points you get. So for an open class race, say you get 7,000 I don't know the exact numbers, I just know that you can get 20,000 in a group 1 for a special group 1, which is huge when you think about level ups. I can go up 2 levels early game if you get to special races early enough, which is where you sort of want to get to, because that's where all the money is. That's where the Dream Series races get unlocked. It's where you get the Hall of Fame horses, which you need so you can upgrade your breeding barn. But yeah, no revolution here. We are going to get course loss, something shocking here. We're slowly kicking here. We're not really showing too much. 6 might hold on here. No, we're showing some fight now as we're going up this slope. We're not going to get winning place. I'm going to get 3rd. Unfortunate. We could have got going a little bit earlier, but even then we still would have gassed. By nose. What's the difference in that win? Oh well. If I'm being honest, I didn't really want that horse as a main jockey. Like, I've got enough, like 4's enough, and then you just pick up extra rides outside on the better horses. But at the moment, because you're trying to level up, you're trying to get through the game, like, it makes it hard. You know, you don't want to. I reckon once you get to 30, well, we got back on Ebony Group, the horse we won the Kyoto on. Lovely. Can't run the distance, but we'll give it a go. But yeah, like, you sort of want to keep pushing, being higher at this point in the game, level 30 and above, just because you can, you can get 2-year-olds at that point where they're going to win a lot of races compared to the E ranked horses. Like, the E horses might have 80 speed, for example, as like a fast growth horse. But then pushing onwards, as they become a 3-year-old, for example, they already are a 74, where the A ranked horse is still only a 70 and can race until it's 5. But it's great. It's just the mechanic of the game, like something to do with A ranked horses, their abilities continue to develop. Too good of a start there, unfortunately. I thought that was enough not to get the perfect start. It's weird. Sometimes it does that where it's not on the tips and it gives it to you, and then other times it's like, oh yeah, it's going to give it to me and it doesn't. So, just going to tuck inside here. Favourites out in front. Probably going to try and set the tempo of the race. We're going to, as always, tuck inside just a little bit so we don't get course loss. And just try and put this horse to sleep. He can't really run the distance. He's running 400 metres over his distance, which is a lot. I don't know about you guys, how active some of you guys are. I know that I can't really run 400 metres further than my peak. I'm a little bit lazy now. So we've got 8 furlongs to go. Here comes the first fire hoof. I'd actually like to see pictures of like the little like roulette wheel down the bottom in close, just to see what they actually are. Because like, what is that? Is the horse's hoof on fire? Is he shooting something out of his hoof? Like, it's really confusing. So this horse is going to be a pain. Old Ebony, the old boy, he wants to run quicker than what I want him to, because I would really prefer to slow him down, grab hold, and just try and conserve as much stamina as it can so we can get him home when it needs it. Fortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to do that. We have Captain Stamina, so he's not too unhappy. Like, look at that one. Like, is that the horse sliding? Like, is that the horse laying down, taking a nap? It's hard. It's really confusing to me. I don't know what we're gonna do here. We're gonna have to go outside. Getting going. I want to try and go up to 2 furlong just because of stamina. Here we go. For running out of distance, he's not doing too bad down the stretch. He still has a lot of stamina. The favourite's probably already catches. Digging in for the fight. The favourite's going to kick up. Favourite's going to win, but we are going to get second. That's a good run for a horse out of its distance. For sure. I'm not unhappy about that one at all. Yep, so we ended up only going to beat a length and a half. And we came home quicker than him. How? That doesn't make sense. If I came home quicker than him, then I should have won the race. Unless it started from the 2 furlong pole and how much ground we had to make up. But I'm not too sure. Stern Mood. The Royal Cup is a very average field this year. But Lost Saint should be in it. Over odds here in the Royal Cup. I believe Lost Saint will be in it. We just can't negotiate for him. Nothing there that I really would like. Okay. There is no Lost Saint. Well, we beat Lost Saint with this horse, so there is no reason why we can't win this. So we're just going to go to the favourite, have a look at him. So Lemon Breeze, 71 speed, 49. So it is a winnable race by all means. Okay. No real reason to go through the field. I just want to win this race. I feel like it's a winnable race too. Like, if we can beat a horse with 99 speed, I understand we had a revolution, but that's a 29. Sorry about the order. It's a 29 speed differential. It's not bad. Oh, his braking's terrible. No. It took forever to get up to speed. So if you're new to the game, braking is their ability to get speed up and get to their top speed. So coming out of the gate, it's really important to have good braking so that way you can fly and get straight into your position. Unfortunately, this horse has terrible braking and I need to be at the front, so I had to burn him out the gate. And it will affect us because we have not got max stamina. Oh, we did get it. That's interesting. I'm just going to start going now though, because we've just lost max stamina. Didn't get a revolution, which I thought I'd expected because he didn't fly out the gate, which he sort of needed to. We're digging in here, we've got 1.5 furlongs to go. That 6 is coming. Right in front, the whole field's chasing now. She's in for the fight, the whole field's just going to collapse here over the line. And I just cost us the rest of the race. Oh well. That whole start, just because her braking cost us that race. Now coming 8th, out of position. No. So because the start was only an 8th position, so apparently the spurt was off. Okay. When would you have liked me to go later and lose more stamina and then not be able to sprint home, or go early and lose all my stamina? Because the spurt rating goes off when you hit the line, how much stamina you've got left, is what I believed it was. Rightio. So this will be our first crop of foals. Hopefully they can both get into foal. And one doesn't. Wow. That is unlucky. They're not that filly is 4 years old. That actually hurts. Because it's like, we went through so much effort. You know? We're going to avoid Rough Carol because I really don't want that horse as a my horse. Which is also like the ride. Okay. Yeah, we're going around this. Top 5. Cool. Next week we have the Cherry Cup, which will be interesting to see how we go. Ten furlongs here, top 5. Picked to run 4th, so not mad about that at all. Oh, this is a filly that got no run last week. She should be actually in contention with the betting. We've got a clear run, would be on the stewards report for that last race. But if it was a standard horse racing race, the stewards would ask, why was the horse rode the way it was? Why did you not take gaps? Why did you wait until the field collapsed? Things like that. It comes down to you've got to give your horse the best ability to win the race and do everything in your ability to do so. So if you're going to hold your horse at the back of the field and then not give it a clear run in the finish, okay, it's different. They take into account if you run out of position. Say for example you're a favourite and you can't lead and you've got to go back to the tail and then every horse just runs in front of you, that's completely different. But if you can, say I could have led on a front runner, right? And I come out the gate flying and then I pull back to last, they'd be like, why didn't you just lead? You had the entitlement to lead, the horse is a good front runner, looking at its past races, and then they would have been like, yeah, no, I'm going to fine you and suspend you. So far so good here. I am not hating on this race so far. What's up? Right here, we're going to kick up here. The favourite's on the outside here. Looks like you got the better run. I'm running second currently. The favourite's just going to fly away. Holy cow. Were you going to get second? Nope, the horse going to tire after running its perfect race, and we're not going to be top 5. No. We're literally 1 bar off getting a revolution. We time the stamina at 2-3, which is an ideal time. And they give us a D for spurt, even though they only gave us an A for the start, an A for feel, an A for positioning. Yet the horse was sitting in its preferred position the whole race. Didn't have to do any work. It's unfortunate. Definitely thought I raced it better than that. Yeah, but also I'm saying that the whole point of like playing on hard is to have a bit of a challenge. Like, I understand it on my easy file. All of my races, I can get revolutions on every horse, every race. And for a watching perspective, I understand. Like, you don't really want to watch that because it's like, oh yeah, he's just going to win every race and there's no challenge. Like, what's the point? And that's fair. I get it. But me, as a competitive person, I also like to win. So, in the series, once you hit 99, everything, stat-wise, winning does become a lot easier because you can run the gate, your ability to do everything in the race is the best in the world, which is the highest stats of any jockey in the game. The closest is the Dream Series jockey, Omaru, I think his name is. And he has like 90 everything, I'm pretty sure. No bad start here on Spine Imposter to pick up the drive. I just knew it was gonna, I like his stats. So, would not mind having a foal by this horse. I will not lie. Probably should have picked it up at the sales, but it might be a filly. I have a feeling it's a filly. So far so good here. I'm just going to grab hold a little bit. Don't want this horse running at the back of anyone. Cannot afford that. Good as Sakura trees. Aren't they beautiful? Like for a game that's this old, like the graphics are just nice. It's just got that subtle Japanese touch to it, you know? Like, if they, I don't even know if the business is still around. We should all just like find out if it's still around and then just all like send them emails and sign a petition for them to make another game. 2020 on the PS4 5 coming out. Gallop Racer 2020 would be the best thing to ever happen in 2020. We're kicking away here. It looks like it's going to be an easy win on this favourite. Time to spurt at the exact same time. We're going to tire. Love that. It's going to be a win. They're not going to be able to chase us down. It's got a little horse. Good little horse, of course. There we go. Good win. Not mad at that at all. The bigger task ahead of us is this Phillies Cup. It's not really the Phillies Cup, but it is the Cherry Cup, which is a 3-year-old Phillies race. I did not mean to do that. We're meant to run 9. Sleepy Ruin is their favourite. Let's just see how we go.
The horses are on the track. The horses are in the gate.
There we go. That's what we needed.
And away they go. That was a great start.
Okay, we're in a good position here. We're just going to sit outside the rough. As you can see now, if you heard what I said earlier, you can see how darker the inside of the running rail is. Definitely in the sloppy terrain. So basically, what the easiest way to explain it is, the wider up the track you go, there's better running lines. So it's the horse's ability to hit the turf and push themselves forward. So let's picture this. You're outside, you're trying to walk to your car, or you're trying to walk to school, depending on how old you are, or you're trying to ride your bike, and you're going through mud. You know how slippery it is. On mud, you're trying to step, and your foot's not gripping the ground. That's basically what it is. It's your horse's ability to put their foot down and come through with power. Not really sure why to go 7 there. No clue. We're just going to try and outsprint this horse. Really confused as to why I didn't go 7 there. We're fighting here, the favourites on our outside, and the common knight, the 3rd pick, is it? Fighting. I'm going on 3rd. We did better than expected. Favourite ended up getting up. But I'm really confused as to why we did not get a revolution there. We ran the horse in its desired position and only gave us an S for everything else. And we avoided rush, got start dash and quick position. I'm not too sure on that one. Like, if you guys have any ideas, let me know. Like, this is why I find my other account more fun, because at the end of the day, you play games to have fun. But you've done what? Finally, my riding theory is complete. My deepest thanks is all due to your perfect riding. Now, I must thank you somehow. I know, please take this horse. I look forward to... Ooh. Ooh. Nice pickup drive? We have 2 runs this week. That's a good pickup. We're going up against Fast Navy, but I think we have a good chance here. Oh, no thank you. I saw that S. So, if you guys are new to the game, also, for the breeding, so you'll see as before you saw the letters instead of the actual racing number. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Please tell me I didn't. I didn't even realise what I was doing there. Please tell me that did not work. Oh, thank God. I nearly just got rid of my whole Gallop Racer breeding file. Because I went to save and I just did it out of habit. Going into a group 1 against Fast Navy, trying to make sure that my horses have the best bloodlines and whatnot possible to make sure they win. Like, this would be a race I would try and reset if I can't win at first take. And I just went to save over that file instead of saving over the file for this series. That would have been heartbreaking. Holy bejeebus.
On the track.
That was a little bit of a heart attack, I ain't gonna lie.
Are in the gate.
Good start.
And they're off. That was a great start.
I'm sorry if I'm not talking too much after that. Holy, that would have actually destroyed me. I probably would have never played this game again. Holy cow. Because it's just so much work. Because you've got to get horses and you've got to get to 99 and then you've got to start buying and racing on the horses and then you've got to try and make sure they've got perfect records for their breeding stats to be... What? This game's rigged. Perfect start, horse that likes to sit in the middle of the pack, which is what it's doing, and it doesn't even give us a 7. Well, we're not going to be able to out-sprint Fast Navy unless he gets clogged, so I honestly have no idea on how you're going to win this game. That was just a slap in the face. That's 7, not being a 7.
Okay, this is where the race is won.
We're just going to get out in front and hope he can't catch us. This horse has good stamina, so...
Two furlongs to go.
we just gotta go for gold. Here he comes. He got clogged a fair bit. And he's not showing. Oh, we're gonna get this win. Oh, that's a relief. We still got the win. On debut here, straight up into a Group 1 and shows the field how good he is. I will admit that that favourite was not driven the best, but we got over the line. Big Group 1 win here. 3-year-old Colts. Start was apparently an A. Anyone got any comments on that? But it's all good. We still got the win. So. We are the favourite here today on our main jockey horse. And Savage Flyer. He's been racing well of late actually, I'm going to lie. This might be the last race of the episode. We'll finish it off here just to wrap it up. Nearly an hour. Get it uploaded and just see what you guys think of the longer episodes. I didn't want a perfect start.
And the way to go. That was a great start.
And you're gonna jump back. Gentle Moon. See, like I knew that was going to be not a 7 because we got the perfect start when we weren't meant to, but that race there on easy traffic, that should have been a 777, the first one. I don't believe it should have been all the way through because I did drop it that bit further back in the pack after that. But that first 7 definitely should have been on the board. Just because he's not a front runner, but he's a producer, which is just behind the lead horses. He did that. We're just going to kick away here. For some reason he's getting wild. We're just going to push him on that side a couple of times just to get him focused back up. And we're just going to pull away here and be too strong in the finish. This horse is at his peak. For a D-ranked horse, he's actually quite good. I'm quite happy with it. End up gapping the field. There was never really any contention for the lead. We weren't a favourite, so sort of understandable. But we just went bang. Good win. Good way to finish out the episode. We did make a bit of progress. We got about 3 months into the game, so hopefully at that rate 2 hours away from the sales. I might record another episode, or I might just upload this one and then wait to see what your guys' thoughts are on the hour episodes. If you got through to this far, like, thank you. We leveled up in a couple of areas too, which is always good to see. I've never stood up so fast to pull my memory card out in my life. Seeing if we want to race up any of these horses next episode. No. So we're going to leave it there. So far, it's been a good episode. We picked up easy traffic from Newman, which I'm quite happy about. He's got all positive abilities, so he will be a good side of having the bloodlines going forward. We also have Sweet Bird. She'll retire for speed. I might breed these two together. Sly Fly, he'll peak out, be a very good colt. These two might actually be a very good match as well. That'd be actually good to see. Blitzen, he will retire at the end of this year just because I've got better horses coming through. And Savage Flyer, he's not at his peak yet, but he's getting up there, and he's won his last 2 races. So that's sort of where we're at. We'll save it on the right account now, just to make sure I didn't ruin my memory card and all my hopes and dreams. Right, didn't touch anything. Heartbreaking moment. We did play a fair bit, so it will take a little while. Lovely. Right, so we didn't ruin anything. Radio, so thank you everyone who's stopped in and watched all the way to here. I appreciate everyone new to the channel and all the old viewers who are sticking by me. If you like the hour-long episodes, let me know and I'll continue doing them. But I guess that's it. So if you like the video, leave a like. If you didn't like the video, comment down below and let me know what you'd like me to change. Anything you want me to do with the series. But thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.